I am doing my personal quote and blog for the 1st of September 2022. My quote for today: "We seek excellence as an ideal to become, when it is really a habit embraced and repeatedly done. Choice becomes the tool to embrace again and again until dysfunction is displaced. Do what is good, kind, and that shows concern, and that is then how excellence is learned." And my blog for today is the astrology for September 2022, and I will have a separate video also for this, but today I'm just throwing it in because it's the first of the month. Okay, astrology for September 2022. We all feel the shift in the air. Summer is coming to a close, and the intensity of the dog days of summer begin to wane. August is a hard month, and while we are still dealing with a lot of astrological challenges, we can at least feel the slowing down as the season begins to darken. This moment supports those astrological retrogrades that are going to allow us to have a moment to play catch up. We will have 5 planets shifting out of full speed ahead and into putting on the brakes and slowing down the bus. But it might feel suddenly like we are being on a turtle trek. That may not be the worst idea. Mercury will go into retrograde on the 9th, so don't be in a hurry and recognize that everything will take more time than anticipated. Mercury will retrograde until October 2nd. Mercury will be in the balancing sign of Libra until the 23rd of September, but then it goes into the meticulous sign of Virgo. Expect the weighing of decisions to be hard. Overthinking things will make all these retrogrades seem even slower. It is almost as if the universe is trying to warn us by saying, perhaps you want to look at that again. Assume that we do not have all the necessary information and allow learning to replace decision making. Once Mercury retrogrades into Virgo, it will seem as if insight comes with a more critical and discerning eye. It seems that satisfaction is not easily won. Whatever the outcome, aim for a more thoughtful approach that shows a deeper meaning and understanding. Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn all have the mindset to not swim against any currents while they are in their retrograde motion. Expect to not feel completely clear of the stickiness of these reversed planets until January 23rd, when they are all finally moving ahead. There is a full moon on the 10th of the month, and it is in Pisces. This will allow our spiritual side to find better emotional stability. Emotionally, we have all been through a lot, but we also need to recognize that consistency in our daily routines allow for sanity to bring more objectivity into our chaotic world. Don't feed the chaos, and don't think that controlling everyone and everything is going to fix what is broken. We are still feeling the Jupiter and Mercury in opposition, and I am sure everyone is feeling as if they are in some sort of bizarre planet where the people seem to make either no choices or choices that only make more problems. Intuition is one thing, but what is currently happening is not that. It is irrational logic that has no bearing in any reality, and the illusions that some are perpetuating are beyond absurd. If you feel as if somehow you got on the wrong spaceship going into some bizarre dimension, you are not alone. Keep your money safe and in your pocket or bank account. Risky things will only make you lose right now. We enter into September with the Sun and Mars in a square. This has been one aspect that has been making everyone so uncomfortable, as it sets the tone from the beginning of the month until the Mercury retrograde starts on the 9th. Expect to experience a tense atmosphere with others. There are so many that would rather fight first and ask questions later. I am a lover, not a fighter, but sometimes we do need to clear the air. Just notice that if you are the one poking the bear, that is probably not a wise choice. Keep your cool and help the planet in the process. I believe our unresolved anger can feed this overheating planet at this time, and that is not something I want to contribute to in any way. On September 21st, Saturn and Jupiter will semi-square, and this aspect has been a thorn in our side for a while and will not shift until the big astrological changes that will happen in March of 2023. Such aspects force us to confront rather than avoid. The harsh reality is that what is ahead cannot be avoided, and there is going to be no easy way through this mess humanity has created. Expect things to lurch and stop and start. No frustration is everyone's personal obstacle to overcome. There is a new moon on the 25th, and the change is going to be the theme in relationship. Communication skills are going to be learned to a new level of depth, especially the skill of listening. While resolution is the theme, there is a tendency to go too far and stretch the truth out. We need a perspective that does not overreach, or one that allows for goals to be systematically achieved. Take things slow. That will give us the best outcome. Jupiter and Uranus will semi-square on the 28th, and while this aspect seems to hold on tenaciously, causing restlessness, it also brings with it a desire to meet others in the middle. I know what arises can be more fully embraced if we take responsibility for our actions. What we can expect is that normal life will continue to be in a radical state of change. It will also seem as if there are too many issues that end up on our plate simultaneously, and it feels hard to do any of them well. It will seem that all things that attempt to change are paralyzingly slow. Don't get discouraged. Slow shifts can become an avalanche over time. With so much change, know that first and foremost, we need to take care of our own mental and physical reality. There is a layer of insanity that seems to overlay everything, and it can be very discouraging. Don't let the energy this month stop you from becoming more efficient and innovative. Thanks, everyone.